it's like eventually, eventually shit gonna change. Uh, always gonna remain. It's just like that is crazy though. Name drop for DFCI and six. That was not on the bingo card for real. For real. Uh, you know what? I would not. I would not change about this time. But yeah, because like I said, like transmission gameplay wise, like it's very good and healthy for the game. And the little tweaks that they made, you know what I mean, fleshed out the game a little bit more. It just personally for me, that shit sucked. Just for me personally. Cause it was like every three times you summoned her, she'd be Kami Neko. Cause in the OG DFCI, she's RNG. And my whole shtick was to get Kami Neko as many times as I possibly could back to back. That shit was lovely. Like there was a like, yeah, cause it should be a clip where I was playing against Roach, and I think I got Kami Neko 7 times. Motherfucker, rage quit, left that game crazy. I was like, yup, yup. Oh man, this time around. Uh, I don't know. Uh, but aside from that though, cause I was at work. Yeah, I mean talking. Mm, apologies, yawned. I just got. But yeah, I was chopping it up with a coworker of mine at work, and we were talking about some things, right? So we were talking about how well, because I brought up the whole thing about white supremacy, how they daggone add on to their own issues because they raped and pillaged and all this other shit wherever wherever they've been doing that shit. Since, you know what I mean, European, like they came over here to the Americas, raped and pillaged over here. They went to Africa, raped, pillaged, stole over there. You know what I mean? They just didn't really inhabit over there. They just, you know what I mean? Cause ain't nobody gonna sit there and be like, oh, well, they just went over there and just, you know what I mean, took motherfuckers and oh nah. He was most likely raping over there as well before they started bringing motherfuckers. You know, so it's just like, yeah, you kinda can't. You know, I mean, you can, but it's just like you kind of look crazy. And then we went on to like grifters like Hassan Piker and everything like that. Cause it's like instead of being like true to who you are, like you trying to appeal to this crowd and that crowd and trying to appease everybody, but you can't please everybody. No, you can't please everybody. Wait, I can't please everybody. No, you can't please everybody. Like it's impossible. You know what I mean? So you might as well live life the way that you want to live life anyway. Like everybody gonna have something. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I was in the shower like the other day. You know what I mean? Because for the longest, people would be like, "Oh, gaming is dead. It influence. It's a big waste of time." And it'll just be a whole bunch of like goofiness. Like, okay, like we're sitting here like playing video games is like a waste of time. All this other shit. Like, bro, it's like if you're not in it, like it's like appreciating art just like anything else. Like if you go to some shit like that, like go in there to same way video games are. That people put time and effort to like draw this art and to animate these characters, have a story that makes it, make the whole game make sense. You know what I mean? You get engrossed into the world, you learn about all this other stuff that goes, but people don't really think about it that way because it's like, oh, get it because escapism of it, like part of it, yeah. Everybody had their reason. Oh, I'm not trying to just let them have all. Look, hey, I gotta be up there. Awful opinion, like, yo, move up. What was I talking about? Grifters. Yeah, I think in today's society, people think they gotta care about everything, and it's just like that's like you're like it's natural to not care about everything. Fuck. I can only. Uh, was like, yeah, if you feel more comfortable, or like, yeah, like, oh, but else we'll see. don't care. Mm, y'all gotta be. Okay. Yeah, they didn't know they had to be on it. It's like yeah, it's like people are not to care, not to try to do everything. Like it's just not possible. Like eventually, somebody is gonna be upset about this thing or the other. How people are. Yeah. So, oh, and that's the thing with me. Like, I'd much rather just like be myself, be natural, be free with it. You know what I mean? And if you're upset, like, hey, my bad, but like, I'm not gonna apologize for it. I'd just be fine, move the way I would like to. Move. You know what I mean? As long as it's not infringing like on other people's like freedoms, shit like that, then wear things away and dap it up. Because everybody's gonna be different. Not everybody's life is gonna. People are not gonna have the same perspective. You know what I mean? Have the same walk of life. Like there are different stages for everybody. You know what I mean? Like people gotta understand that. Like instead of trying to cosplay being in somebody else's stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Son Piker's biggest thing, he wanna sit there and act like he was like out here struggling, you know what I mean? Start from the bottom now a year. Like he wanna try to revision like his whole life like that. It's just like like no. Like just be you, bro. Be you, bro. And be proud of it. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like there's no need to like cosplay like as if you're like really struggling. Motherfucker, you never had to like, you know what I mean, worry about paying fucking rent. Okay. Electric and water getting cut off. Like you ain't worried about that, sir. Okay. Um and then like another thing that I saw like on Twitter, right? I'm never gonna call that shit X by the way. So if anything, I call it the Bluebird Act. Yeah. But yeah, cause the one thing I saw, cause I be forgetting that I be forgetting that June's like Pride Month, right? And for the longest, I'm like, cool, like you know what I mean, homosexuals and you know what I mean, the buys and all like that. You know what I mean, the Alphabet Mafia, and what Dave Chappelle call them. That's why I ended up Alphabet. Mafia. You know what I mean? Yo, if y'all want to be proud about like your orientation, how you identify and all that shit, because you know what I mean, that is a part of who you are, and it's been suppressed. So it's some type of like liberation and liberation, or you know what I mean, able to embrace the entirety of who you are as a being. Like, you know what I mean, go for it. Perfectly fine. It's just the issue comes into play where it's just like it gets pushed. That's when it's like yeah, it's out of pocket. Like my whole thing is like, all right, like if the kids go through our life and I have like a son, right? And he come up to me one day, he just like, Dad, Don't start. Relax, cause it's almost bedtime. Don't start the food. Um, lost my train of. See, this is why you need to relax. Uh, oh, Pride Month. So, oh yeah, I was doing it. So I was like, if my son was like came like that, I'll fuck. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask him about it. Like, well, like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, girl might be cute or anything like that, but it's like, I'm not really. You know what I mean? So it's like he feels like he might think that he's. You know what I mean? That I'd be cool with that, but it's just like, that's like that's something that you can't fight and you can't control. Like that's gonna be something that you are. Now, I don't know. With schools, they kind of funny right now. It's like they kind of try to indoctrinate people into it. Like for example, right? You have a girl and she don't do the traditional like girl things. Like she don't want to do like she want to play football, basketball, and she don't want to play like with the other girls. Like nah, she want to get out there rough and tough with the boys. Someone would be like, "Oh, she might be trans." No, she is what we call a tomboy. Because she's in that epsilon of, yeah, I'm a girl. I have like femininity about me. However, because most of them girls, they was born and raised with brothers. You know what I mean? So that's what they ended up being into. Like they were one of the boys. You know what I mean? So that's just how that goes about. But it's just like, yeah, like it be the oddities that throw people off. Like for instance, doing like the gimp outfits and all like that, and then you got the kids out there seeing that shit. That shit's fucking outlandish. Like if you want to go ahead and do that, like you know what I mean, at like at a function, like after the pride parade and everything like that. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Have that be adults only. No one's saying like yeah, like it's doing it in front of the kids, bro. It's like how you go to like family functions and everything like that. You know, like the old heads, like they gonna be drinking, smoking, and all like that. But you don't want to do it in front of the kids. It's the same principle. Just don't do it in front of the kids. You know what I mean? And like, with the whole, I mean, trans, bi, gay, and all like that. Like, yeah, like let the kids do that on their own. Like, can you educate them on that? Sure, I have no problem on that. It's just it it feels like they trying to push it and indoctrinate, and that's where it throws me off. It feels weird, and that's just man. And then my coworker was also talking about like, oh, back to the thing that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, because coworker talking about like yeah, like name like I mean, cause like sure they could like do really about like like help like that, but it's like if they're not trying to teach people like about African culture like that, like yeah, which is like I get it, right? But it's like I think like a better example of that would be like oh like you could look at what the Cherokee Indian right? Like they made their own settlement, they lived together, they got their own community, and they were just like, yeah, we don't like the outside government to do our shit. And that's how they have it set up in I believe it was Oklahoma. And at some point, I do want to see like how they have it all set up over there. Because at some point, like it's like I do have this idea where it's like I would want to have like a community set up like that to where it's like super tight knit, like an extended family. You know what I mean? Have certain days where it's like community days. Everybody can get together. It's not mandatory. Everybody can get together, do stuff together. Like it'd be cool. Like imagine like elementary school field days, right? You remember how they had the field days and everything like that. They had all the different events and like, had the kids out there just having a ball. Imagine having those type of field days like every weekend for the kids and then the adults can like they can have their own variation. You know what I mean? It's just yeah, if y'all want to do like the drinking and everything like that, yeah. So later on, like when the kids is tired and they want to go home, go eat, watch cartoon, play video. You know what I mean? Hey, it's about 6, 7 o'clock. Hey, it's time to go home, get a shower. You know what I mean? Then you got 2 hours of free time. You know what I mean? Do whatever you gonna do. But you better take your narrow behind into that shower, and then you best to be ready for bed, dress for bed. You know what I mean? Then if the adults want to go ahead and do whatever they want to do, go ahead. You know? I don't know. It's just something I would like to. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about attending this year. Not sure. But I had a name drop for FCI in the big guy. It just killed me because, like I said at the beginning, and I mean, when I first started, you know, the FCI transmission, great, super better. But like the PSN lobbies back then, where it's like we would just get in VC and everyone would just bullshit and have like, yeah, yeah, that shit was mad fun. Now, were the games like hectic? Absolutely, because you know what I mean. Depending on where people live together, like the match would be fucking dog water. I mean, golf will had the defense and everything like that, but it's like for the community. Me personally, I felt like it was great. You know what I mean? I think to those times, like for DFCI in that era where DFCI and chill was prevalent, like this shit was so much fun. And it's not even because it was like my idea. It's just the pure fact like so many people would actually come out for it. Even if you weren't in like playing in the lobby, like the VC was open for everybody and the stream would be up. So it's like even if you're not playing, everybody's cooling, like everybody's coming through trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? And that's what it was for. It was for casual. For real, for real. You know? But hey, changes, change, stay forever. Have a call back to it. You know, so maybe, maybe. Because I saw Marvel Tokon, they do have Carnage in there, and I'm maybe. But I don't know. Been my yap session for the evening. I'll let y'all lovely. So then, deuces.